Here you are, Mother. Something to eat for you. Better leave her. The rest will do her good.
Well, at least it won't go cold. Ruth. Ruth, love. Come on, love. You'll have to eat something. But you'll have to, love. It's not just you now, you know. The baby needs some food as well. Come on.
I don't care about this baby anymore.
Oh, Ruth.
I wish she was dead.
Don't say things like that.
There's no point. There's no point with Jimmy dead.
But you don't know.
He is. I know he is.
Don't be scared.
Oh, we're breathing in all this radiation. All the time, my baby.
Oh, baby.
Tell me I've made it old.
Listen, Jimmy. All of them gone. Listen. Michael. Oh, dead.
No, we don't know that. They might be safe somewhere.
Oh, I wish I were dead. Wish it were me.
I wish I could swap places with them.
How far does this go back? If bloody 4 floors have come down on this lot, it could go back for yards and yards.
Try it again, Gordon. Still nothing coming through. It must be blocked further up.
How much stuff do you think's on top of us?
Most of town hall, I should think.
Well, when will you be able to get to us?
Can't get lifting gear.
What about the army? What about military?
We've not heard from County as
If we
yet.
don't release some food soon, we'll never get things under control.
Well, you try getting through to them. It's bloody awful.
I've got starving mobs in Shallow, Ecclesfield, Bromfield...
Look, it's not
Melrose
our
Place.
decision anyway. It's up to Zone to authorise release of buffer stocks, and then it becomes a county
We
decision.
can't get through to
What are
county.
we going to do? Let them starve?
Look, even if we did have the authority to
Well,
feed
we're
it...
on our own. You've got the authority. But bloody time you did something with it.
Look, what's the point of wasting food on people who are going to die anyway?
I agree with Clive. The food stocks are not going to last long. A lot of people just didn't stock up.
How could they? The bloody shops were empty.
And now they're coming out of the shelters. I know it sounds callous, but I think we should hang on to the little food we've got.
And I need that food to force people to work.
Go and make us a cup of tea, Sharon.
Go make me yourself and not your bloody wife, you know.
And you better get a fag.
Bad for your health, you know.
Look, I don't care how much trouble they're causing. We're not sending our men in there with radiation as high as that. Look, I know that. But what's the point? They're all going to die on that patch anyway.
Bill, just get me a drink. Please, a drink.
I'll see if I can find it. I won't be long.
Just a minute. Let me get this. That's it. Oh, God. Oh, look at you.
Just
a minute, just a minute. Just a minute.
Can you manage that?
All right, put it down in a minute. Put it down again. Give us one of the blankets. Come on. Oh, my God.
Ruth!
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 Come on, down you go. Careful.
What time is it?
2:30.
Night or day?
Night, I think. I'm not sure. I'm losing track. I'm not sure whether it's night or day anymore.
Hanging in the atmosphere, the clouds of debris shut out the sun's heat and light. Across large areas of the northern hemisphere, it starts to get dark. It starts to get cold. In the centers of large land masses like America or Russia, the temperature drop may be severe, as much as 25 degrees centigrade. Even in Britain, within days of the attack, it could fall to freezing or below for long, dark periods. The entire peacetime resources of the British Health Service, even if they survived, would be unable to cope with the effects of even the single bomb that's hit Sheffield. By this time, without drugs, water or bandages, without electricity or medical support facilities, there is virtually no way a doctor can exercise his skill. As a source of help or comfort, he's little better equipped than the nearest survivor.
We've no choice, as far as I can see.
Can't we get any food from outside?
Where from? We've told Candy and everybody's in the same boat, haven't they?
What about the broiler?
Trouble is, we can't contact Rockley or Ayersbrook. God knows what's happened there.
Probably been raided.
What do you think, Doctor?
We'll have to cut their rations. I've worked it out there. 1,000 calories for manual workers and 500 for the rest.
500? 500? That wouldn't keep a flea alive.
Should we be bothering to keep anybody alive if they can't work?
A lot of people are going to die anyway. It's back to survival of the fittest, I suppose.
What is that in terms of food, then? 500 calories?
I don't know. A few slices of bread, some soup, a lamb chop, a treacle tart, a few pints of beer. Bastards!
Look, you must have an empty factory somewhere to put
No,
them.
you look! I've got thousands of homeless bloody people up there walking around, and I've got enough on with them without being worried about bloody criminals.
Well, you're going to have to find somewhere to put them, aren't you?
Well, I don't know. Look, shoot the buggers, I don't care.
Can't we get a water tank to brew it?
Oh, Christ, Steve. This should have been sorted out days ago, yeah.
Well, what about the rest centres? Can we not tell them to make their way there?
No, there'd be no point. Look, they'd be overrun anyway.
What about tents? Any tents we could use?
What? Tents? How the hell should I know? Look, if you want to know about tents, go and phone the bloody Boy Scouts.
Oh, piss off, will you? You're not the only one under pressure.
I bloody know!
You sort it! And what the hell are you doing about digging us out? That's what I'd like to know.
What a stink! Let's get out of here. I want to puke.
Halt! All right, fire! Number 3, around for that man over there.
Number 1, go in and search the house. Up against the wall.
Do you know the penalty for looting?
That ain't looting. Quiet! Searching empty houses.
Shut up!
What choice have we got?
We were hungry.
What else can we do, eh? We're starving.
2 bodies in the cellar, sir. Man and a woman. Not been dead long. Man's had his head battered in.
You were like that woman.
That's it, we're in. We ain't done nothing. Number 2, pick up the selling book. Haven't done anything. We're only after a bit of food. Check the house and search the body.
Bag of crisps. Flavour are they?
Rolled up there.
They fucking would be. I hate them. Come on.
All able-bodied citizens, men, women and children, should report for reconstruction duties commencing 0800 hours tomorrow morning. The inhabitants of Release Band F, that is Doran Totley, Abbeydale and Woodseats, should rendezvous in Abbeydale Park. Release Band B, that is Netherend...
Money has had no meaning since the attack. The only viable currency is food, given as reward for work or withheld as punishment. In the grim economics of the aftermath, there are 2 harsh realities. A survivor who can work gets more food than one who can't, and the more who die, the more food is left for the rest.
I could murder a fag now. I used to never fag after a meal.
You got all to swap.
I've got some scotch.
Detention camps are improvised to cope with looters. Their numbers are growing.
Watch yourselves here, lads. Right. Turn that light down there, quick. Down there.
What's the girder? Come on,
Come on over there.
Okay.
Yep. One here, one over there. Another one over there. How many altogether? 4, 5, 6.
A growing exodus from cities in search of food. It's July. The countryside is cold and full of unknown radiation hazards. By now, 5 to 6 weeks after the attack, deaths from the effects of fallout are approaching their peak.
Right down here. Come on. George Langley.
Yes, what do you want?
You've been designated for temporary
I'm having
residence.
no strangers coming to live here.
Look, you've no choice in the matter. It's law under the new emergency regulations.
I don't care what it is. This is my house, and I'm having no strangers in it.
Look, according to my records, you've got 4 spare rooms. Kitchen,
and
bathroom...
stopping spare and all. They can't just come here and walk into people's houses. It's not right.
Look, we're not here to argue the rights and wrongs of the matter,
Besides,
right? You 4.
it's
1,
bloody
2,
dangerous. They might bring all sorts of
4.
diseases with them.
Come on, in you go.
They might be contaminated.
In you go.
Well, look at him. Look at him.
That's enough.
Oi, look at him.
Go on.
Oh,
go. Right, number 19.
Get out with you. The whole lot of you. Gone.
No, but I just said no.
Don't go in like this. Go on. Get out. The whole lot of you.
Yeah, where are we supposed to go?
Ruth. It is Ruth, isn't it? And Bob. Jimmy's mate. We met once or twice, remember? Came to our last Christmas do at work. Where is he? Is he with you? Have you seen him?
Is it safe to eat?
I don't know. How can you tell? It's got a thick coat. That should have protected it.
You breathe it in though, don't you?
It should be all right.
Sheep don't die of cold. It must be radiation.
You'd be able to taste it if it were contaminated.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, we've no choice, have we? Unless we want to starve to death. Take some with me.
Where?
City.
There's nothing there.
North. Dales. Doesn't really matter, does it? It's all the same. Try and skin it. Keep me warm.
survive these difficult early months and establish a firm base for the redevelopment of our country, then we must concentrate all our energies on agricultural production.
Collecting this diminished first harvest is now literally a matter of life and death. Chronic fuel shortages mean that this could be one of the last times tractors and combine harvesters are used in Britain. the first winter. The stresses of hypothermia, epidemic, and radiation fall heavily on the very young and the old. Their protective layers of flesh are thinner. In the first few winters, many of the young and old disappear from Britain.
Ruth. Ruth. Work. 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 Up.
and pictures. Skeletons and skulls of different creatures. We borrowed them from the museum. Did you recognize what some of those skeletons were? There was the skeleton of a cat. A cat's skeleton. The skeleton of a chicken. A chicken's skeleton. The skeleton of a bird. A bird's skeleton.
Seaton and Coney. Gizzard! Gizzard! There, Elsa's Brian!
Let's stand up us again.
Gizzard! Where and stop at? Come on, us?
Where?
Come on. Us place. Gazzle Spike. Shannon Coney, eh? Come on. Come on, Shannon Coney. Gizzard! Come on, Gizzard! Us place, come on. Come on.
Come back here with that! Hey, you! Come back! Come back!
Gizzard? Come on. Gizzard. Come on. Gizzard. Gizzard.
to go home. Use your common sense.